What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another weekly video. So this week the stock market hasn't actually been too bad. This whole week has been kind of crazy. We've seen major volatility in the market, and for my portfolio we actually were able to top off at about 1031, currently sitting at $1,020, which is major growth from last week, and we finally crossed that threshold of $1,000 for the portfolio total value. Pretty awesome. Alright, so for this week's video, we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. I have gathered 4 stocks, 1 ETF, and these 5 stocks are really the most common stocks that dividend investors really target, and you'll most commonly see in dividend portfolios. I myself own a few of these, and for this week's video, I would just like to look in and dive in and really see how much money you would need in each of these stocks to gain $100 a month. So 2 of these stocks are monthly paying dividend stocks, while the other 3 are quarterly. So for doing the calculation for the quarterly, since there are 4 parts and they pay out 4 times a year, each of them holding about 3 months worth, for the calculation for the dividend payments, it would need to be $300, totaling the $100 a month. That's how we're going to be breaking up the quarters. So for the 5 stocks I've chosen, the first ETF is SPHD, which is pretty common. I own 3 shares myself. Second is REALTY INCOME, which is our second monthly dividend paying stock. It is a REIT and is pretty common in pretty much everyone's dividend portfolio. Third is AT&T. This one's pretty common for its high dividend yield and its low entry price. The fourth stock is Johnson & Johnson. So this is one of those safe dividend aristocrats. It's pretty common throughout everyone's portfolio. It pays $4 annually. And our fifth stock is COCA-COLA. This is a top favorite stock to Warren Buffett, and because of that, many investors have decided to take on. It holds a nice dividend yield of, I think, about 3.5%. So it's pretty common. It's been strong. Again, another dividend aristocrat. So let's get right into it. All right, so the first pick, again, is SPHD. This is a very common ETF among dividend investors. 1, because you are getting that monthly payment, but 2, because it is a broad ETF that holds 500 companies. So this is a great way to diversify your portfolio for dividend investors. We're sitting at 5.63% dividend yield, and it does pay 15.5 cents per share. That's pretty sweet. So for my calculations, you would need 646 shares in order to obtain $100 and some change a month. It does pay an annual dividend of $1.85 times the 646 would give you $1,195 a year in dividend payments. That's pretty sweet. So at its current price, following the market closings for Friday of May 29th, it is sitting at $33.28 times the 646 shares. You would need $21,498 and some change in order to obtain the $100 a month dividends. That is a lot of money. But as you'll see as we get into this, it's not the most expensive. So for the next one, we have REALTY INCOME, which is our second monthly paying dividend stock. It sits at 5%, not too far off from SPHD, but it does pay out higher at 23 cents a month. For my calculation, you would need 430 shares in order to obtain $100 and some change a month. Its annual dividend is $2.80 times the 430 shares. You would be receiving $1,200 per year in dividend payments. Again, following Friday's closing price, it is currently $55.31 times the 430 shares. You would need $23,783 in order to obtain the $100 a month dividend payments. Next is AT&T, again, another beloved dividend paying stock. It is our first quarterly stock we're going to be looking at. So remember, since it only pays out 4 times a year, we're trying to receive $300 worth of payments in order to get that $100 a month throughout the quarter. So it sits at 6.75% dividend yield and pays out 52 cents per quarter. For my calculation, you would need 577 shares to receive $300 quarterly or $100 monthly. Its annual dividend is $2.08 times the 577 shares. You would be receiving $1,200 a year. Currently, it's $30.90 times the 577 shares. you would need $17,829 in order to receive that $100 a month. This is by far our cheapest entry point in order to obtain the $100 a month. Next is Johnson & Johnson. This is a very popular stock. It's proven time. It's beaten almost every recession that's been thrown at it and sits at a comfortable dividend yield of 2.79%. Its dividend payout is $1.01 quarterly. So you would need 298 shares to receive $300 quarterly or the $100 monthly. Its annual dividend is $4.04 times the 298 shares. You would be being paid out $1,200 per year. So sitting at its current price of $148.75 times the 298 shares, you would need $44,327 in order to receive $100 monthly in dividend payments. This is by far our most expensive stock we're going to be looking at. But again, we're looking at the most common stocks found in dividend portfolios, so we had to include Johnson & Johnson. And last, we're going to be looking at Coca-Cola, a beloved stock from Warren Buffett. Again, has proven time, has beat almost every recession thrown at it, and sits at a comfortable 3.5% dividend yield. I own personally one share of this in my portfolio so far, so it pays out 41 cents quarterly per share. You would need 732 shares in order to receive $300 quarterly. Divide that by 3, because the number of months in the quarter, you would be getting $100 a month. Its annual dividend is $1.64 times the 732. Again, you would be getting paid out $1,200 a year. And sitting at its current price of $47.10 times 732 shares, you would need $34,477 in order to receive $100 a month. So this is kind of like in our middle ground. It's not as expensive as Johnson & Johnson, but it's not super cheap as AT&T. It's almost in half with AT&T. So lastly, I laid out all the numbers for you guys on this little graph, starting with where we started to where we ended. So we have SPHD, Realty Income, AT&T, J&J, and Coca-Cola. So as you can see, AT&T was by far our cheapest as compared to J&J at $44,000. But really, this is all fun and games just to see how much money you would need invested into each of these 5 stocks in order to receive that $100 a month dividend payment. So leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. Leave a like, consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video.